Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh. Some of you out there know who he is. He's this white supremacist, incel. Well, he's married, so I guess he's not an incel. Could be man, could be a prop, I don't know. But Matt Walsh is a white supremacist POS, man. Back at it again. Back at it again. And this time he's harping on something that was so atrocious in our history. So atrocious, and has gone so far right with his rhetoric as to, in some way, shape, or form, blaspheme the situation if you want to go that far. Let me tell you something, these white supremacists are getting desperate, absolutely desperate to sully our history, to take away our vibe, take away our verve, if that's a word that you want to use. They're trying to take away our gangster. They're trying to take away everything that makes them uncomfortable and makes them feel inferior. And they're trying to clean up their history so smooth. They're trying to do it. And Matt Walsh is going to fail in this regard as well. This time he's taken on lynchings and Emmett Till. Matt Walsh is literally trying to say that you can't trust history anymore when it comes to black atrocities. And what I mean by black atrocities that have been perpetrated on black people. It's now history needs to be scrutinized when it comes to black people's suffering. We'll get into it. But first, let's see what he has to say in this particular video. You'll be amazed. Let's go.
Point here that seeing through this propaganda isn't easy when the propaganda was written more than 70 years ago, but we should try anyway, just to see what we might find out. Again, they're lying blatantly to our faces about events that we all experienced, and that in most cases were caught on video for the whole world to see. If they can and do lie about those sorts of things, imagine what lies they can tell about events that none of us experienced with no videos to go back and check to confirm the record. Consider every supposed racist atrocity from decades or centuries ago, every quote-unquote innocent minority wrongfully persecuted by racist whites. I'm not saying that all of those stories aren't true. I'm saying that you can't assume that they are true.
Listen, let me explain something to you guys. Oh, this man sat his lily white ass in that little goofy office or whatever that set is and said that we should not believe, or we should scrutinize even further, any atrocity that was perpetrated on the African descendants of slaves, the African American, if that's what you want to call it, because we didn't have video. Because we didn't have video. We have to assume that there was what? Hoaxes out there? We were tricking them into believing in these atrocities, that somehow these are not verifiable because we didn't have video back then. Well, Matt, we didn't have videos like we have video today, but we do and did have cameras. We have cameras. We've had cameras for a couple of centuries already. So now you're going to say that the bevy, the plethora of pictures we had of lynching, that didn't happen. We got to scrutinize that now. Like, that didn't happen. That they didn't take pictures and pose with victims of lynchings and beating and oppression. Like, we didn't have 4K, so we should go back and relook that. That's your standard of proof. That's your level of proof. Video. I'm sure that if we sat back and started scrutinizing everything that white people have done, that you guys claim to have been the ultimate intelligence on, that you guys were the creators of civilization. If we go back and scrutinize all of that was written, no pictures, no video, you would lose your white supremacist mind for us to even begin to scrutinize your achievements. So with that being said, if that's the standard of proof, then we should go back and relook, which we have, relook all of the achievements that you claim are only yours. I've done a video before where we've talked about, or where I've talked about, and many other brothers and sisters out here that are scholars in this thing that we do, you haven't built and done anything by yourself. You've never done anything by yourselves. Starting in Europe and here in the America, you've always had slave labor. You've always had an underclass to help you build things. You've never done anything by yourselves, ever in the history of mankind. There has never been a homogenous group of Caucasians that have built empires by themselves. They've always had labor, underclass labor, slave labor, black bodies, brown bodies, whatever, never. But if we go back and scrutinize that, I bet you would sweat mayonnaise and spit phlegm. How dare we? So the standard is video now. Hoaxes. And who sold you this line of train of thought? Most of the people that have written history and set up history in our academic institutions, written the most books, are Caucasians.